Case 5 hype.
Nostalgia, what's going on, brother? And yeah, thank you for resubbing, sticking with the family. I hope this is gonna be as great as I hope it is, just from the start. The revolution will be televised. And we'll just get started in just a second. Alright, so here we go. Turnabout Revolution. And we're playing as Apollo. May 16th, 11 a.m., Wright Anything Agency. And this concludes our report on the recent television hijacking incident in Karain. But really, who could have anticipated such surprising turn of events? Did you hear that, Polly? Someone hijacked the airwaves over there. It sounded like something out of a movie. Yeah, I wonder who that could have been, Apollo. Apollo? Yeah. Dirk, what are you up to this time? Wait a second. Do you know the TV hijacker or something, Apollo? You could say that. But it was a long time ago. And why do you know someone like that? I mean, they're calling him an insurgent. Yeah, about that. Hey now, is that any way to talk about the man who raised you? Did Nayuta just come over here for fucking circumstance? Wait. wait. Hey, yo, calm down. Yo. What the fuck? Hey. Hey. Why are you here? Don't you have a revolution to be running? Hey there, Apollo. Long time no see. How have you been, son? It's that guy that was on TV. Guilty as charged. Surprised to see me, Apollo? I just beamed in from Karain, and boy are my arms tired. This can't be happening. Are you sick, Chris? A little bit. Nose is just stuffy. I must be dreaming, or hallucinating, or both. No, you're not, Apollo. It's that TV hijacker / insurgent in the flesh. What's going on, Solaris, SNR? I'm so confused. Mr. Hijacker, sir, I have so many questions, I don't even know where to begin. But let's start with that bit about the man who raised you. Wait, don't tell me you haven't told anyone about me, son. It's okay to brag about it. Tell everyone your old man's me, the rebel Dirk. I mean, my face is all over the TV these days. I'm practically a celebrity. Trucy, what do you say we close up early today? What? Why? Aw, come on, son. No need for the cold shoulder. I know I'm going to regret this, but... What do you want, Dirk? You just show up here without warning after all this time. What gives? I came all this way to see you, son. Come, rejoice. Right. Why don't you tell me the real reason why you're here? Well, okay. Maybe there's a little something I need your help with too, but... The fact is I came here to see you. That's the honest truth. Yeah, I think we've established that. In figures. I haven't seen him in 10 plus years, and he's already asking for a favor. He really is a rebel in the purest sense. He just does whatever he pleases. Come on, Polly, I need details. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay. Hold your horses. First, I've got a few questions for my own. Alright. What's up, Dirk? Also, Dirk's theme is sick. Pleased to meet you, little lady. My name is Dirk Sadmati. I'm, a rebel by trade. A rebel? But on TV they were calling you an insurgent. So which is it? Personally, I vote for a rebel with a cause, or a real headache for anyone in your way. Trucy. You got me there. I'm the head of a resistance group. The Defiant Dragons. We're like the good, the bad, and the ugly. But without the good part. In Karain, I'm like the boogeyman. A tall tale parents use to spook their kids straight. Don't say spook. Just say scare. Why would you say spook? There's no reason to use the word spook there. That's too bad. You seem like you'd be a fun, cool guy to hang out with. What's up, Enrage? This little lady's a real catch, son. I'm talking bride material if you catch my drift. Dirk. Okay, maybe you don't know? It's fine. We can let him off the hook with that one, okay? There's no way he could have possibly known. But let's just calm down and say no. Wait, what? Oh, stop it. You're embarrassing me, Dad. She's a plucky one, all right. Someone pluck me out of my misery. Now, about that man who raised you business. Foster father. What did Mr. Dirk mean when he said that he's the man who raised you, Apollo? The truth is, I grew up in the kingdom of Karain. Did I never mention that? Oh, so you grew up in Karain? Wait, are you saying you're not from around here, Polly? Well, I mean, you have to assume that. Nah, it's just I was raised in Karain when I was really little. Still, that's a shocker. It's like I hardly know anything about you. Damn. Take that statement out of context and just apply it to every scene with Apollo in Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice starting now. Or excuse me, starting in the last case in Karain, in Chapter 3. How come you never told me? Apollo, you really haven't said a word about your past, have you?
What, that I was raised by a wanted criminal? It's like a bad joke.
It does sound rather melodramatic. I doubt anyone would even believe you. I just spilled water on the bottom of, like, the back of my ankle, and it was so cold. What is he doing here? Excellent question. Apparently he needs a favor from Apollo. Is this how we get Apollo in Karain? Is Apollo gonna join the revolution? This is gonna be sick. Cause Dirk literally showed up and was like, "All right, sick. It's time. I need your help." Yeah, he's a known fucking like vigilante or rebel at this point, and he's just traveling by airplane. Does he have like his own fucking private jet? That's sick. I would imagine he would, right? If the Defiant Dragons have like that much clout, they probably like took over an airplane or took somebody's jet. Whereas Lammeror, then no one cares. We've wrapped up the Lammeror story. She's chilling. So you haven't seen each other in a while, huh?
You could say that. And wager it's been at least 10 years.
Wow, that's a really long time.
Yeah, well, I figured he'd forgotten about me.
Not a chance. It's just, well, starting a revolution takes time, and keeping it going even more so. And being a wanted man, I couldn't just hop on a plane to come say hello.
I get it. It's fine.
Well, truth be told,
it's weird having Dirk suddenly show up and act all paternal, rather. I'd even almost forgotten about Karain.
No, that's not true. You know, fucking Phoenix is there, and you just saw fucking your brother, technically a little, like, foster brother, like, I guess, like, less than a few months ago.
I probably tried to forget about it on purpose.
Now then, Mr. Dirk, what is we can help you with? Stepbrother? Not even stepbrother, just foster brother. I need to get my hand on the Founder's Orb, the most sacred treasure of Karain. That's where you come in.
The Founder's Orb?
Wait, but didn't you say you already have it in that broadcast of yours? Don't go believing everything you see on TV, little lady. No one's seen nor hair of the Founder... nor hair? Of the Founder's Orb for some time.
No way! So that was just a bluff. What are you going to do if you don't find it?
I don't know. Guess that means we just have to find it, son. Because I can't really back down now, can I?
No one's seen hide nor hair? I guess I missed hide, that's my fault. Different year, same old Dirk. It's all coming back to me now. Hold on. I think I read something about this in the newspaper a while back. Something about you guys stealing a sacred treasure from a temple's treasure room.
That's a load of crock. We didn't lay a finger on the orb.
Really?
Yes. Baseless allegations, all of it. Our enemy really has found a way to keep us on our toes.
Ooh, so it's like a setup.
That's the long and short of it. However, my compatriot has been in hot on the orb's trail. And just the other day, his hard work finally paid off. We now know the Founder's Orb is in Karain Village.
Oh no. How did it get there? Pearl Run. Grain Village?
Yes, I hear there are spirit mediums there. They even have direct relations with Karain.
Spirit mediums, right.
Some doctor of archaeology is there supposedly has the orb. His name is Archie Buff.
Is that... I don't think that's a pun. Oh no. Archie Buff. Archaeology buff? Fuck. Damn it. Damn it.
My Defiant Dragon compatriot has already made contact with him. Apparently, somebody asked the doctor to study the orb.
So whoever asked him to do that is the real thief.
Most likely.
And you think this guy will just hand over the orb to you?
My compatriot Dat says Dr. Buff has already promised to do so. It seems he knew it had been stolen and wanted to do the right thing.
I remember running around with him when I was a kid. So he's here too, huh?
Apollo, I want you to be present as my lawyer when I take possession of the orb. Would you do that for me?
Hell yeah, nah, what the fuck? As much as Apollo was saying, yo, who, this guy's an asshole. He doesn't care. Why is he here and asking for favors all of a sudden? Fine, but I'll charge my standard fee. Now tell me about the Founder's Orb. If I remember correctly, the Founder's Orb is always depicted as a faceless spirit medium. What do you mean faceless?
Images of the Founder, the Holy Mother of Karain, never show her face. To depict it is to commit the greatest taboo in Kuranism.
The greatest taboo, huh? I wonder why. I mean, what could she have looked like to make them hide her face like that?
As for the Founder's Orb, it was discovered during an excavation 8 years ago, and has an interesting legend that goes along with it. It's said that there is a riddle to the orb, and that any who can solve it will receive immense spiritual power from the Founder herself.
Sounds like one big fairy tale to me.
In any case, it's just what us Defiant Dragons need to get our revolution started. With it, we can gain the spiritual power, and thus the legal authority to rule Karain.
Wait, suppose I believe this legend. Then anyone could become king or queen. And that's why you think it'll help you overthrow the Garan regime.
Only the rulers of Karain have ever laid eyes on the orb, Apollo. Legendary treasure that bestows immense spiritual power. Doesn't that sound like something you'd want to see with your own 2 eyes?
That does sound just a tiny bit intriguing. Founder's Orb added. I like how it's just question mark. Dog, if Apollo gets spirit medium powers, then fuck the whole series. Fuck Phoenix, fuck Athena, just have Apollo in court. That's all you need. That's that nigga right there. I hit my fucking keyboard putting my cup down.
That should just about cover everything. Any other questions?
None right now.
Ah, I almost forgot. I brought you a present. Eat up, son.
You brought me food? Sushi?
I figured you probably couldn't afford 3 square meals a day, so...
Yay! I was just thinking it was time for lunch.
You dig in too, little lady. After all, we're practically family, right?
More than you know, Dirk. More than you know. Thanks, Dad. Oh, that tuna looks good.
The salmon sushi's got my name on it. Aren't you hungry, son? This is some of the best sushi you'll ever have.
I'm good.
Oh, well, okay then. Actually, I have one more present for you. Here.
What's this?
Picture of your father. It's been 23 years since he passed away.
Oh, there's Papa Justice. Huh? This is my father?
His name was Jove Justice.
Jove Justice is sick. That's sick. Hold on. Jove Justice? Jove.
I haven't talked to you about your real father in some time, but as you know, he was a musician, a wandering minstrel, if you would. And a talented one at that.
Okay, and this makes sense why Lamaror became Lamaror, the musical artist. Why are you giving this to me now?
I thought it was sad you didn't know what your old man looked like. I searched high and low to find that one picture.
What's wrong, Apollo? Don't you want it? I don't know. I mean, it's not like I ever met the guy.
Well, I went through all the trouble of finding it, so go on, take it. And don't ever let it go, you hear?
Photo of my father added to the court record. That's pretty good. Who died in Karain. Okay.
Well, now that our bellies are full, what do you say we hit the road?
1 second. Hey, Trucy. Any idea where Athena is? She left early this morning to pick up Daddy from the airport. Oh, wait. We're coming here? Wait, what? Why isn't the finale taking place in Karain? Oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Wright is coming back today. Yeah, but I wonder why he cut his trip short like that. It's crazy that Apollo has 3 dads. That's insane. Squad pulling up. They're probably gonna get dragged back there. Yeah, but I mean, like, what events would drag them back? If Phoenix is coming back here, that doesn't make too much sense to me. Knowing Athena, she probably got lost. Well, there's no point in sitting around here waiting. Let's get going. I can't wait to see that super mysterious treasure.
To Crane Village, then. The Founder's Orb awaits.
Also, Dirk is sick. Karain Village. Looks pretty much the same. May 16th, Karain Village. Where the fuck Pearl at? So this is Karain, the mystical village of Spirit Chamber. Where ancient traditions come alive. Looks like a really peaceful place.
Oh, I love the air here. Nothing beats the mountains, huh, Apollo?
Come to think of it. Yeah, you were in the mountains too. We used to live way up in the mountains too, just like this. You know the birds on the right? I see them.
Sure brings back memories. Those were the days. The 3 of us living happily in peace.
I still can't wrap my mind around it all, you know? Also, if it was... Wait, no, okay, so... Nayuta is Dirk's biological son. So where's Mom's at? If it was just the 3 of them. Did Mom just vamoose? No, because Ace Attorney wouldn't do that, right? Ace Attorney would... She has to be important in some way. I still can't wrap my mind around it all, you know? And Mr. Dirk is not only Polly's daddy, but Prosecutor Sadmati's as well. And the way you two talked about it like it was nothing the whole bus ride here. I guess it is a lot to take in. So tell me, Mr. Dirk, what was Apollo like as a kid?
Oh, he was full of piss and vinegar, he was. A real rascal.
She will appear in this case, probably? I would assume so, yeah.
He and Nayuta used to run around in open fields naked as jaybirds. I've even got pictures of him posing in his birthday suit.
Well, Dick. No way! Prosecutor Sadmati used to be like that too?
The 2 of them would end up with leeches on their butts and cry like babies.
You'll lower your voice? Okay? Just a little bit? Dirk, don't you think you've said enough?
Oh, you're no fun.
Yeah, I want to hear more about the misadventures of Polly. Hey, what are you people doing here? Wait, Emma? You're not Pearl.
You know this lady, son.
Yeah, this is Emma Sky. She's a detective. Technically speaking, I'm a forensics expert, but I'll let it slide. Anyway, I can't say I'm surprised to see you here. You always seem to pop up whenever there's trouble afoot. Still, what are the odds of running into you here in the boonies? By trouble, you mean you're investigating a case. Does it look like I'm here to sightsee? Wait, don't tell me. You're not here to see Dr. Buff, are you? He's dead. Huh? How'd you know that? We're actually on our way to meet with him. Oh, we're actually on our way to meet with him right now. Figures, well, follow me. I'll show you the way. Really?
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, son. Just follow the nice lady.
Alright, well, do we get to move there? Yeah, doctor's study. Uh-oh. Why is Karain Village cursed for doctors? If you're a doctor, just stay out the village. You don't need to be here. Just go home. You don't really need to be here at all. So this is Dr. Buff's study. Wow, look at all those books. The shelves go from the floor to the ceiling. It's like a library in here. Also, shout out to the Breath of the Wild fucking Guardian on the left, as well as the big-ass Ammonite statue. Doctors, what about the Master's position? I mean, as far as we know, no Masters have been killed in Karain, but 2 doctors have been killed here.
Yes, and lots of artifacts, too. A true archaeologist's paradise. Look, son, there are so many relics spilling onto the floor. What a delightfully amusing room.
All I see is a mess. And what's with that white outline? Emma, where's the doctor? Well, the thing is, he died last night. Wait, what? It seems an avalanche of books knocked him off his bookshelf ladder. We're labeling it an accidental death? What? Please tell me you're joking. As if I'd come all the way out here for a few laughs, Apollo. Yeah, I guess not.
A scholar killed by his own books.
Oh man, what do we do now? I mean, how can he transfer ownership of the orb to you if he's dead?
Yes, that is a problem.
Also, if he's dead, somebody probably took the orb. Emma, can you please tell us exactly what happened? Alright. So how'd this man die? So the doctor died in an accident. I received a call this morning saying Dr. Buff had been found dead under a pile of books. This morning. Talk about bad timing. You mentioned that he had fallen off a ladder. Right, we believe he fell from the top of that big ladder there. The top of it? Yeah, there's books missing. Apparently, he triggered an avalanche of books while fumbling to reach one. And that sent him headlong on a fatal fall onto the hard floor. How sad, killed by his own books. But at least he was doing something he loved.
For a scholar, I suppose it's kind of like a soldier being killed in the line of duty.
Top left? What do you mean? That guardian monster? Yeah. Look at him. Emma, who was the first one to discover the body? About that, whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous. Oh, the first time in forever? Yeah, cop, murderer. What? It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, being a wanted man and all. What now, Dirk? A dead man can't exactly hand over the orb.
We'll just have to find it. It must be around here somewhere.
Just to fill you in, Emma, we're actually here to get something. Yeah, have you seen this thing? Pops here had an agreement with the doctor. The doctor was supposed to hand over a sacred relic known as the Founder's Orb.
Pops.
Oh, I see. That could be a problem considering he's dead. Do you have a plan B?
I have an agreement in writing. My compatriot Dot should have it.
Well, there shouldn't be any problems then. So who is this gentleman you're escorting? That's my dad. Oh, right. I haven't introduced you yet. This is Dirk. He's from the Kingdom of Karain. All the way from Karain, huh? So, what do you do there?
I used to practice law, but I'm taking a break from all that. I'm focused on now making Karain a better place through volunteer work.
Volunteer work, huh? How interesting. Well, it's not technically a lie. So how do you two know each other? Oh, he's sort of my foster father. Come again? Yep, and he's Prosecutor Sadmati's real father, too. What? You mean you and Prosecutor Sadmati... I'm so sorry. It seems you have quite a life. He died while you guys were eating sushi. Damn it. The Japanese strike again. Can't have shit in Karain. Guess she's put a few things together. Actually, Dirk, you look kind of familiar. Have we met before?
Not that I recall.
Great, she must have seen that news report on TV. It will really complicate things if she figures out he's a wanted man. There are lots of guys who look like him. Sure you're not mistaking him for someone else? Are there really? I mean, a middle-aged man with long hair and an eye patch? You don't see that every day. Well, I'm sure you're just imagining things. So what does that sacred relic you're searching for look like? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here that's old and relic-y.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I have no idea what it actually looks like.
So then how are we supposed to find it?
That I do not know. We'll just have to go through each candidate one by one.
Great plan of attack there, Dirk. Well, Emma, do you mind if we give this room a once-over? I guess not. But in exchange, you're going to help me with my investigation. Sure, it can't hurt. Ooh, I can't wait to get started. It'll be like hunting for a buried treasure. Alright. First things first. Does Dirk correct us? Doctor fell from the top of that ladder. Well, I guess it's technically a ladder, so nobody can correct him.
From that height, a fall onto a hard surface would probably kill anyone.
I don't know why anyone would want to climb that high in the first place. Guess you could say he climbed it all the way to heaven. Well, we got a nice big-ass family reunion going on here. That's kind of nice. BSIOS. Password. This PC is password protected. Trucy, you think your magic can do something about this? I don't think you can override a password. Now a locked desk, that I could get into. Like yours back at the office, Polly. Yikes. I better watch what I put in there. What, do you put weird stuff in your desk? Stuff you don't want anyone to see? Jeez, are you a mind reader too? No, but unlocking your thoughts is a cinch. My nose. Alright. We do have the side-to-side shit in here too.
There's some sort of machinery inside this clay figure.
It moves. Wow, it's moving. Exterminate, exterminate, destroy all targets. Yeah, it's powering down. Do I even want to know what this thing is for? Does the plaque tell you? I would not assume no, but... There are animal drawings on the floor. They look like those famous geoglyph things.
They remind me of the chalk outlines detectives draw around bodies.
I wonder why, Dirk.
And the doctors just joined them. Now that's what I call dedication to one's field.
I don't think it was on purpose. Dirk's great. Yo, what is that? Also, shout out to another copy of a stat. Is that Mystic Ami? That could be somebody else. Coffee maker and a bunch of coffee cups. That's not what I was looking at. He must have taken his coffee breaks here. Oh, there's a filter with old coffee grounds in here. Guess I'd better clean this up.
What are you doing there, son?
Ah, what am I doing? Cleaning this office.
Don't tell me they have you on coffee duty back at your office.
No, it's just... If I don't keep the place clean, no one will. I feel that. Okay, I see. Speaking of good gravy, there's a brown stain on this scroll. What does it smell like? Gravy.
Why would there be a gravy stain on it?
Who knows? But it looks like it's meant to be there.
Maybe the artist was trying to inspire a gravy new trend. Food splatter art.
That pun wounded me gravily, Dirk. You guys suck. Okay, so we got the, we ended up getting the pot back from Adrian, too. Ami. Huh. What's someone's name written on here? Maybe it's so if it ever got lost, someone could return it to its owner. You know, like how school kids put their names on things. Yeah, but this is just an urn, and the name is written so big. Well, I wrote my name on my magic panties. It says Wright in super big letters. The less said about this, the better. This book. Look, it's one of the doctor's notebooks.
Maybe there's something about the orb in there.
When Dragon and Tiger battle, the founder offers divine protection. When the butterfly embraces the Mitsuma, the favor of the orb is bestowed. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. Huh. Mitsuma motif from Korean founding period.
These must be his research notes on the founder's orb.
What's that on the right page? It looks like a poem or something. Descending all upon us in her glory, the founder restores the greatest power known.
Oh, let's see. It's the song that's performed during the Dance of Devotion. It's been sung during Kurani's rites of offering since ancient times.
I think I've heard of that.
There's also a legend associated with the song. Some say the solution to the orb's riddle is contained therein.
It's in a song everyone in Karain knows. Not much of a way to keep a secret. It's called Hiding Secrets in Plain Sight, Polly. Or in Plain Sight, Polly. Us magicians know all about that.
Huh, that's strange.
What is?
Dr. Buff's notes contain the second half of the song. Only the first half is sung during the Dance of Devotion. Most people haven't even heard the second half.
The second half? Isn't the part that begins, offer thy prayers?
I'm impressed with some thorough research he was conducting.
Had to do a big cough. Research notes added to the court record. Alright, let's check out the statue. This has to be Mysticami. It's a golden statue. Looks pretty old, too.
I imagine it has great archaeological value. Maybe too great for a private researcher of Dr. Buff's caliber.
I wonder how he got his hands on something like this. Can I check out that suitcase? I can't. That's one big suitcase.
It's locked. Is it the doctor's?
No, someone left it here last night. So the doctor might have had a visitor. But how can you tell? What's up, Exalted? My ear. The pot of Ami? Yes, the Ami pot. What was wrong with saying that? Is it not a pot of Ami? Was Ami not supposed to be in there? That sticker there. You only see those on airport luggage, which means its owner is likely from overseas.
Is there any way to figure out who it belongs to?
Unless we can open it to see what's inside.
Guess not.
Who's giggling back there? That's because you're not me. Emma Sky, forensics expert extraordinaire. Was it Emma laughing like that? Try as you might, you won't find the word impossible in my forensics handbook.
Is she okay, son? It's like she became an entirely different person.
Oh, that's just what happens when a forensics switch gets flipped. With this, identifying the suitcase's owner will be as easy as pie. Is it that fingerprint powder? That's right, and there's no better time than the present to use it. Here we go. Here we go. This is like the second time we're doing this. Alright. Fuck, move. It's so hard to do this without, like, turning the fucking screen. fuck? Move. Oh, I'm out of powder. Huh. Wait, why not on the handle? That doesn't make any sense. Why would there not be powder on the handle? Maybe on the lock itself? There's two locks, right? And there's this other, like, sidebar button, but... Holy crap, you're going fast. I wouldn't say I'm going too fast. It's only a little bit of Chapter 5. We just got here. Where the fuck would... Maybe the stickers? Oh, hey. Missed the entire fourth case. The fourth case was kind of short, to be fair. Hey, Emma, I've got a pretty clear print here. Okay, now let me who you think it could belong to. I miss Dats, I love Dats. Dats is pretty cool. Who could it be? It would have to be someone who paid Dr. Buff a visit. Probably Dats then. Hey, how about that? How is Dats mid? Dats is a fine character. We have a match. Dats, come to think of it, he did stop by to see the doctor, didn't he? To conclude the orb transfer agreement.
So he's the one who forgot his suitcase here.
Where do you suppose he is now? I love how he thought his name was anonymous TBD. I mean, to be fair, TBF. Nayuta was like, yeah. His name is anonymous, to be determined. Oh. Shit, that must be my name. I'm anonymous, to be determined.
Haven't heard from him in a while, and he's not answering his phone.
Wait, you don't think he left his phone inside his suitcase, do you? We'll try calling him.
I wouldn't put it past that knucklehead.
Actually, I think we may have run into him earlier. Really. A suspicious man had been reported in the area, but when one of my officers approached to question him, he took off like a shot. What? Sounds like Dats.
Sorry about that. Koreanese people aren't all like him. I swear.
Not the Korean racism. No, Emma. Well, he's probably still in the village somewhere. Maybe he knows something about the orb. Alright, so I don't think we're done here, right? Because my notes are probably going to still say, yeah, investigate doctor study. Alright, so, pardon me, Emma. Okay, so we got jacket and shoes. It's a two-tone raincoat.
It's still a bit damp. I think someone might have worn it recently.
We also still didn't check out the body. I want to see if there's anything else over to the left. We got this big-ass fucking wall relief. What a huge wall relief. It seems to depict its spirit channeling.
Hey, the spirit medium looks like the Holy Mother of Karain.
Yeah, her face is left blank, but the rest is clearly detailed and well crafted. I'm sure chat talked about it, but Uendo's condition was treated pretty realistically. They even used the proper term. Yeah, it was really nice. Like, I actually appreciate that they didn't take it as, oh, well, DID makes it so that there's an evil personality in there. Ooh. Because there's a lot of media that does that, and it's kind of like overplayed and oversaturated, and people will argue like to the ends of the earth, oh, it's a misrepresentation of a mental disorder, you know, not all people are like that, yada yada yada. But I was like, okay, it's actually pretty cool what they did with the subversion of expectations for that. It was pretty neat. Also, I feel that for like yeah, dissociative identity disorder, DID is the term used now. People used to use multiple personality disorder, but I guess DID just sounds cooler. Dissociative. It's more proper. More accurate, I guess would be the phrase. So, yeah, in regards to episode 4 as well, I feel like it was one of the more better done cases in terms of making me understand a particular murderer's motive, even while I didn't agree with it. Like, it's like, okay, this is deliberately murder. It's not like with episode 3 where it's like, oh, well, unfortunately this person got murdered in a small squabble between him and Miss Inmi, right? Mrs. Inmi kind of just accidentally killed him. If it was a purposeful murder, I would have been like, okay, well, it was in self-defense, so I can't really care too much about that. Sadly, in real life, personalities often form from experiences in life, so it's very likely his mother was Kisegawa, or his aunt, or his sister, or a teacher, right? There's like a whole bunch of stuff you can say about that. Case 4 definitely finished stronger than it started. I just wish Black Quill isn't there. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Our complimentary Black Quill that we didn't really need.
Did you know some researchers claim that the Holy Mother had 3 eyes? And that her 3rd eye was able to divine the truth, just like the gods above. It is said to be on her forehead.
Like you said, you shouldn't believe everything you hear. Yeah, I mean, I would have much more appreciated Apollo fucking taking up the head, because, don't get me wrong, I really do appreciate Athena. I think she's a great character, but having her be a main lawyer it feels kind of weird. I think she should definitely sideline. She should definitely be an assistant more than she should be her own defense attorney, because she works better as an assistant. So I think Apollo and Athena should have headed Case 4, but I mean, if they're trying to really push we have 3 playable characters, then go for it. It's a spiral staircase. Goes up to the 2nd floor, and it's connected to the hallway up there. Well, they have to place the 2nd floor so high up. Come on, Apollo, it's a 2nd floor. Wait, you're not afraid of heights, are you? Oh, well... Oh, Polly's hilarious around high places. He gets all wobbly like a baby deer taking its first steps, and his face turns as green as a watermelon. It's not nice to make fun of people's phobias, you know.
Come to think of it, the visitor's entrance is on the 2nd floor. What an odd layout for a house.
Is it because there's like a fucking... Oh, I can't even pan up. I would assume like a museum or something up there, because this is the doctor's study. The doctor's house must be a little bit more different. Also, is that just a ground drawing of a monkey holding a banana? Because that's sick. And there's an ant. What was the other one? The other one was just like a fucking bird catching a fish, right? Yep. Bird catching fish. And let's go ahead and take a look at the window. Or let's take a look at the hanging mobile. Monkey and hummingbird. Oh, well. Is this a bird? No, it's a butterfly.
Looks like an airplane to me.
Now, there could have been any planes back when this was made.
Yes, but it has wings and both horizontal and vertical stabilizers. That makes it an airplane.
No, it's definitely a bird.
Open your eyes, son. As a lawyer, your job is to see the true nature of things.
I still say it's a bird. There's no need to fight him on that, Apollo. What a huge window. I bet you could see the entire study from outside.
How could he concentrate in here? I'd feel so exposed.
Well, he's not a rebel. He does have a bookshelf positioned for some privacy around his desk. Alright, and last but not least, the body area. So this is where Dr. Buff died. Well, this is where his body was found. Poor man, he fell right onto his head and probably died almost instantly. And what's up with that book? I see some blood on the book there. What's that dark stain? It appears to be coffee. It's still damp, so it must have gotten on there recently. Perhaps even last night. That's a mighty big window he's oh,
That's a mighty big window he's next to. Big enough for someone to see inside.
exactly. That's how the local resident who reported his death found him to begin with. Any shot puts laying around? Yeah, right? Come to think of it, it's almost a very similar layout to the V3 Rantaro body discovery, but that's crazy. The doctor's body was visible from outside the window. A passerby called in earlier this morning to report what they'd found. So you mean this case is still only a few hours old?
Explains why your investigation is just getting underway.
Study photo added to the court record. Alright. Study diagram added to the court record. We got 2 phones. And it looks like it's about everything.
It seems the orb isn't here.
That means Dats might be our only lead at this point.
Detective Sky said he still might be here in the village. We should try to find him.
Alright. Pardon me, Emma. May 16th, Karain Village.
Good day to you, citizens of Karain Village. My name is Paul Addison.
Politician? Oh, fuck. Come on. Come on. Damn it. Wow, that's a really loud. Look, something's coming this way.
Politician, savior of Karain, has come to... Ah, it's you people! Paulo, what is that strange conveyance coming this way?
Right, left, halt. It's one of those, what do you call them? Palanquins? Who the fuck? So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing in there? What a bunch of shady-looking characters. And you aren't? So I take it you knew the doctor. What a foolish question. I've memorized the names and faces of the entire electorate here in Karain. When you read it with a question in your voice the second time and realized, yeah, no, it's awful. Because I saw the wanting your vote thing, and I was like, oh, that sucks. Reclaim the glory of Karain. Make Karain great again. I am the man who's destined to be the kingdom of this fine nation someday. Who are you? And what do you mean, king? Ignorant fools. I'm the politician. I'm soon to be eminent politician. A man whose name will go down in history. You should be ashamed that you never heard of me before.
Is he really that famous of a politician, Apollo?
Not that I know of. I'm running for a seat on the local council right now. I guess even Jerk Q Public has to start somewhere. But my election here is a sure thing, I'm told. MKGA? After all, my grandfather was a famous politician with untold influence. In short, I'm the chosen one, the golden boy, the powerhouse of politics. And rider of his grandfather's coattails. Shit on. Are you blinded by my majesty? Go ahead. Bask in the resplendent glory that is me, the chosen one. Sure. A pleasant day to you, good people of Karain. I am politician. It is time to reclaim the glory of Karain together. A convenience store on every corner. A karaoke bar in every home. In every home? What's going on, Power? A vote for politician is a vote for a happier, hopier... The fuck does hopier mean? Karain Village. Turn off that infernal racket, you fool! You're a stain on your grandfather's good name. Thank you, good sir. Your support is appreciated, as always. I guess he's one of those people who only hears what they want to hear. In other words, he's a model politician. By the way, Chris, did you see the fuck Mikey and Zedby didn't? No, I did not see the fuck they did. Now, where was I? Oh, right. You were in the doctor's house. what in the world were you doing in there, hmm? Working out, so I'm just gonna be lurking as I always do. Fair enough, Power. So, what the fuck you want? Is that what you ride around in when you're campaigning? That's right. It's perfect for the narrow roads and steep hills here in this village. It has a top speed of 5 miles per hour, but it suffers from serious reliability issues. Namely, these imbeciles tire out too quickly. That wasn't me reading, I actually just had to cough. We'll try harder next time, sir. Boy, guys, you're exhausted and covered in sweat. Let me see this. Frames taken before disaster. What did he shoot his fucking webcam with a fucking BB gun? Let this be a lesson to all of you. Trigger discipline is better than anything. Do not put your finger in that fucking trigger guard unless you are ready to fire. Travis Scott's Astronomical is starting. Attend a show before 426 to experience Track World premiere and receive the free Astroworld Cyclone Glider free. Check the Fortnite game for showtimes. Move, nigga! Get off my fucking screen. The Attition family has been in politics for generations, even back in the old country. What's good, Mr. Starsman? Really? My grandfather, Abe Attition, was a prominent member of Congress. And he was born right here in Korea. There isn't a person who hasn't heard of him. All I asked about was his palanquin. You must have heard of the Attishans. I'm even reviving our old country campaigning style. Oh, politics aren't really my thing. Sure, see? I don't recall ever reading about them at school. Young people today, you people, really need to pay more attention to politics. Alright, so what do you know about the Doctor? So, what business did you people have at Dr. Buff's house? He was going to transfer ownership of the Founder's Orb to us. It's a sacred relic from the Kingdom of Karain. The Founder's Orb? So you tried to get your hands on it, did you? Wait, what do you know about the orb? I know that it's mine, that's what. How do you figure that? Because I know it's not the Founder's Orb. Its real name is the Crystal of Ami Fe. It all relates back. Excuse me. I'll try to mute myself for the next one if it happens. Why are we even telling him this? For plot. The Crystal of Ami Fe. That's right. It's been passed down for generations in the Attition family. Until it was stolen, that is. But just when I had zeroed in on the culprit, the Doctor hid it away and then kicked the bucket. I see we're playing as the best character? Correct. So you're saying Dr. Buff stole your family heirloom? That's not what Dirk said. Strange. What I've been told, the Doctor himself said that. He had the Founder's Orb. It's all that weird foreigner's doing. He filled the Doctor's head with that nonsense. Nonsense like the Crystal of Ami Fe being the Founder's Orb. Weird foreigner. Could he mean? Is this the foreigner you're talking about? Where's Dad's? Also, how old is 45? Boomer status. The Doc was 64. Dad's is 46. You are 25? Move, nigga. 25-year-old man running for fucking... What? What is he running for? We don't even... Yeah, of course you get his fucking pun. Politician? It's very clear. Local council? Man, he sucks. Yeah, but I have no idea, like, does he want to be the mayor? Does he... Because he can't be the master of fucking... He can't be the master of Karain Village. He lacks the qualifications. Assumably, right? Until he gets the Crystal of Ami Fe. Yes, that's him. I thought so. Now we really have to find Dots. What is Dots doing? Why is he doing bad shit? Master of the village, spirit channeling, no, but it's still a town. I mean, of course, but when I get presented with something and it's like, oh, you're the master of Karain Village, I'm like, okay, you control a lot of shit here. Because why else would Morgan wanted to have fucking gotten all that power from being the master of Karain Village and being a master of the spirit channeling technique for her daughter if she couldn't do anything with it? It's pretty dumb.
Do you know where this man is now?
I imagine he's at the detention center by now. I called the authorities after I found him hiding in my dog's doghouse. What?
That buffoon.
Well, at least we know where he is now.
Let's head over to the detention center and see what he knows about the Founders.
So, you really are after my crystal. No, we're looking for the Founders Ark, and we have an agreement to prove it. Well, just so you know, you're not going to lay a finger on it. Oh, and I intended to give it to my benefactor. Your benefactor. Is it fucking Inga? My benefactor is ready to support my rise to the pinnacle of the political world. They have immense influence here, you see, and I intend to harness that influence. I'm guessing that would set Pearls up nicely. I'd assume it's like being king in a modern monarchy where they don't have actual power. That's fair too, but like, it still seems like the master of Karain Village like has the way they presented it in at least in game 2 and game 3 made it seem like the master of Karain Village, if you have the most spiritual power, you were like hyper powerful for some reason. That's why there was a squabble in the first place. Because why would Morgan care, right? Because that just makes Morgan in retrospect even more petty. So you're just gonna give away your family heirloom to this person. That's right. It's a purely political decision. And in exchange, your patron will get the people of Karain to vote for you. Eminent politicians are skilled at leveraging all of their connections. Isn't it illegal to buy votes? Well, good luck with that, I guess. You just wait. Politician will reign supreme someday. Alright. Move, nigga. We gotta go talk to somebody. How'd you get caught? May 16th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Like this song.
Hey.
Yipes. What's he doing under the desk?
Foul cogs of the corrupt regime, I have nothing to say to you. Dots, it's me, Dirk.
Wait, what? He said, foul cogs of the corrupt regime, I have nothing to say to you. Is he just losing his mind, or... Wait. Was Dirk, like, the royal defense lawyer or some shit? Oh, don't. I really don't like where my mind just went. Oh, that would be so stupid. Okay, so brought it up earlier how they didn't mention anything about Nayuta's mom, right? They didn't mention anything about assumably Dirk's wife. And it's said that Dirk got the old queen killed. Fuck. Could that mean that Dirk is the old king and Sadmati was the prince, but like obviously if the queen was killed and he couldn't prove it and he was a defense lawyer, there's no king. Well, yeah, well the queen adjacent, right? Which essentially makes king, because Inga said he's basically king because he's married to the queen, right? So I'm gonna use the terminology of king, right? Because that's what Inga said to me. That's what I'm going to use, because the game has stated that effectively the person who is married to the queen is the king. Yeah, of course, Inga's ego is huge, but that's my referential point, right? Obviously, that's not how royalty works, of course, but so Dirk, the they're not mentioning fucking Nayuta's mom because she could have been the queen, and Dirk could have gotten her, or Dirk could have been framed for her death, couldn't prove his innocence, and that started the entirety of fucking every defense lawyer is scum. You killed the queen. Your people are awful. We don't trust you. It makes sense. It's stupid, but it makes sense. Oh, Dirk, you're a sight for sore eyes. I knew you'd come save me.
Well, this is another fine mess you've gotten yourself into.
My bad, my bad. At least the grub here is pretty good compared to that prison back home. You get 3 squares plus a place to sleep. Why don't you join me, Dirk?
No thanks. They just send me back to Karain where I'd face immediate execution.
The line was more so I'm pretty sure Garan has all the power here. Yeah. Right, but like that was basically my point. Obviously he doesn't get the acting power of a king, but because like everybody has that whole, oh, if you're the queen's husband, that effectively makes you the king, right? At least how it was presented from how Inga said it. Obviously Inga's head is so far up his own ass, he can see out his own throat, but it's basically just the, oh, well, it was just a slip of the tongue. It's my fault, of course.
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be such a bad idea.
Looks like he's still the same, too. Long time no see, Dots.
Huh?
Hey, you look kind of familiar.
Apollo? Is it really you, my boy? A to the J, grown up and whatnot? How you been?
Fine. And you, Dots? You look pretty good, besides the incarceration and all.
Those horns, AJ.
Horns?
They've grown up with you just like Stag's antlers. I can't take it.
He has authority but nothing on Garan? Of course. Rafa definitely outranks him. Like, obviously all he does as the Minister of Justice is he stamps fucking execution notices, and then he goes home. You really haven't changed a bit. Anyway, there's something we need to talk to you about.
Sure, pull up a chair. I've got all the time in the world. The Slammer's like my second home. It's really not so bad once you get used to it.
He's rather laid back for someone in police custody. Alright, about the orb. Dots, what was what the doctor really had the Founder's orb?
Absolutely positively. The doc was sure of it. Really? Because someone from the village is calling it the Crystal of Ami Faye. He also claims you're filling the doctor's head with lies.
I'm pretty sure it's the same sort of deal in Korean Village where the women have the power without having played much of this case yet, that is. Yeah.
That ain't true. The doc said it was sure it was the real deal. All his fancy research confirmed that it was the Founder's orb.
So then that politician character was lying. Imagine that, a politician who lies.
I'd bet he wants the orb all to himself.
I wonder who's telling the truth. Both of them?
Well, take a look at this. It proves the doc believed he had the Founder's orb. Let me see that.
I agree to hand over the Founder's orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Dr. Archiebuff.
See, I got it all down in writing. But Dots? Why does it say, if I will come to no harm at the end here?
Sounds like he was scared of you. Dots, did you threaten the doctor in any way?
No, you got it all wrong. I was the doc's friend. He told the old man us rebels were dangerous. It's his fault the doc thought I might hurt him.
Sounds like the work of that politician. He's really made a mess of things. Orb transfer agreement added to the court record. Alright, why'd you get arrested?
What have you done now, Dots?
Nothing. I'm innocent, I tell you. It all started when this dog-faced cop tried to question me. He looked so funny, I started laughing at him. That's when they came after me. But it was hilarious, I tell you. I mean, a human police dog? How funny is that? Right. So what happened after that? They caught me hiding in a doghouse. Dang Pooch ratted me out. I guess that's what I get for laughing at one of his doggy comrades. Sounds like the dog's got the last laugh.
That's, weren't you cleared of those jailbreak charges? Your capture by Lady Kira deemed unlawful.
Yeah, but the cops here don't seem to like me anyway. What are the charges this time? Unauthorized entry or something like that. They're thinking I'm an illegal alien. I can't prove otherwise because I just lost my passport. Is there any way they'd let you go? He's like a Kearney's Larry. Yeah, I see that. Apollo really hates politics. Yeah. Fuck these politicians. Apollo justice. Not without my passport. If only I had it. Dirk, AJ, you gotta find my passport. Alright, we'll find it. One more thing to add to our to-do list. Now, where might Dax's passport be? Oh, about the orb's whereabouts. Maybe the doc's kid knows something. The doctor has a kid. Yeah, a bit of a shut-in, though. The poor thing's own bedroom has become like a self-imposed prison. Shut-in. Sounds like it will be a challenge just to get a conversation going. Time for your questioning. Follow me. It must be lunchtime. Today's fried chicken, if I'm not mistaken. You'll get your lunch if you behave yourself. Dirk, AJ, I'll see you guys around. Fuck politics. All my homies hate politics.
Our only lead now is Dr. Buff's kid. But luring a shut-in out is...
not going to be easy, I know. Alright, so now I don't know why. Anytime I see any ideas / what to do on a screen like this, my mind says that's a Maya button. Alright, but let's go and check out his suitcase. Let's see if we can't pop that bitch open. May 16th, Crane Village Doctor Study. Oh, it's you again. Looking for Mr. Wright? He was just here a second ago. He was. What was Daddy doing here? Good question. He said he was looking for something. Did he say anything else? Let me think. Something about how his ride never showed up at the airport? Dog. Why is Athena stupid? Damn it, Athena. Yeah, that was it. I guess Athena really did get lost. It was a Maya button for 3 games. Yeah. Just any ideas what to do? Thanks, Maya. Thanks, Maya. Thank you, Pearl, who was standing in for Maya during this case. But what's Daddy doing all the way out here in the first place? He can't be looking for us since no one told him we'd be here. Well, if you're here to take another look around, be my guest. I have other work to do, so if you'll excuse me. Of course. Thanks, Emma.
First and foremost, we better find Dax's passport. We should also have a word with Dr. Buff's child.
Hey, is it just me? Or is there something new in here? There's a little remote control helicopter, it looks like.
Oh, you mean that thing? Yes, we should take a closer look at it too.
I'm at the wrong airport. Let's not forget about Dax's passport. It should be around here somewhere. Excuse me, Pops. What's this? Model helicopter. Don't you know anything, Apollo? It's a drone. We're all the rage right now. I bet it belongs to the doctor's kid.
We need to ask them about the orb's whereabouts.
Yeah, but learning how to shut-in isn't going to be easy. I mean, not if we pick up the drone. My drone now. Ha ha ha, bitch. That's his suitcase. Maybe his passport's in there. Ah, it's no good. It's locked tight. We should have asked him for the key. Just break that bitch open. What are we going to do about Dax's passport? It's probably right there inside his suitcase, but we can't get it open. Why don't I take it over to Dot so he can unlock it? That way you guys can continue looking for the orb. Good thinking, Trucy. Okay, here I go. Huh? What the? This thing weighs a ton. Let me try. Jeez, how can a suitcase be so heavy? Is it filled with bricks or something?
Knowing Dots, he probably packed his dumbbells in there. Certainly much too heavy to lug all the way to the detention center. Here, let me take a crack at that lock.
When are you going to pick it?
Yes? There you go.
That was fast.
A lock like that is child's play to me. Especially after all the wrongly imprisoned compatriots I've busted out over the years.
You've sure seen a lot of action for an ex-lawyer.
And here we go. Dots' passport.
I'll take it over to him. Thanks, Trucy. No problem. Now you guys enjoy some quality father-son treasure hunting time, okay? See you later. There she goes. I wish she wouldn't make such a big deal out of our little family situation.
Father-son time, eh? Been ages since we've had a father-son talk, huh, son?
Yeah, well, over a decade.
So, Apollo, how have you been?
Oh, fine. I'm fine, I guess.
Is that so? Fine, you say? Well, fine is fine by me. Good to hear.
Okay. That's about right. So what do we talk about now?
Get down. Hit the dirt, son.
Huh? What the? What? Dog.
Speak to me, son. Say something.
Ugh, that smarts. You maggots, what do you think you're doing invading buff airspace? It'll be a scorching day in Siberia before you get past me, you yellow belly yahoos. Well, you can talk? What kind of drone is this anyway? Ah! Drone nothing. That's Sergeant Buff to you, soldier. You got that, you lowly grunts? What the who now?
Buff. Sounds like the doctor's son is behind the controls.
He's controlling this thing?
Apollo, let's play along for now. At least until we can get the information we need out of him.
Got it. Sergeant Buff. Sergeant Buff, sir. You forgot to say sir.
Ain't you ever seen a war movie before?
All right. Let me try that again. Sergeant Buff, sir.
Better. Much better. Now, state your name, unit, and rank, soldier.
Oh, I'm Apollo Justice. I serve at the Wright Anything Agency. And my rank is a fledgling lawyer, sir.
Affirmative, Private Justice.
Private?
Listen up now, diaper baby. Your commanding officer's orders are absolute. Disobedience means a one-way trip to the firing squad. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, sir. Yes, sir.
Good, good. We might make a man out of you yet, Private. Now for you, Cyclops. Huh? Oh, you want my name, unit, and rank too? I'm Dirk Sodmati. I command the rebel group, the Defiant Dragons. My rank is leader, sir.
Excellent. Welcome aboard, Commandeer Dirk. Commandeer. Wait a second. What's with that ridiculous mop you call a head? Soldiers should be clean cut.
Sorry, but this is my signature look.
Not. Don't tell me he's gonna cut his hair.
Fine, fine. I'll get a haircut before we ship out.
Listen up, you. It's kill or be killed out on that battlefield. No place for leaving conditioners. All you've got is your life, and you're lucky to have that. He's oddly obsessed with field survival for someone who never goes outdoors.
This is going to be harder than I thought, son.
Alright. Sergeant Buff. Are you controlling that drone from your room, sir? Affirmative. I can see everything you do from here, so... Tan hut, soldier. Wipe that stupid look off your face. I'm gonna whip you sheltered peaceniks into shape. With what? Your charming personality.
It's got a camera and speakers, too.
And that's not all, Commandeer. With these arms, I can cook and clean, too. Speaking of which, Private Justice, you're on latrine duty. Step to it on the double. No. As if I don't see enough of the toilet back at the office. Sarge's drone added to the court record.
That thing's pretty handy. Us defying dragons could use one of those.
Yes, it is a fine piece of hardware, isn't it? I modified it especially for siege defense. Siege defense? You mean how you won't leave your room? Apollo, you shouldn't have said shit. Holding up in a stronghold to defend against an enemy is an age-old military tactic. Time the strategy is still applicable in modern warfare. I hope you're not trying to mock the wisdom of my forefathers. I meant no offense. It was just an observation. So the greenhorn who ain't even discharged a firearm's got something to say, does he? Sorry, it won't happen again, sir. Darn tootin'. Now, state your intention, soldier. Alright. We had an agreement with your father. You promised to hand over the Founder's Orb to us. What? Papa promised you that?
He did, but he died before he could tell us where it's hidden. Now we have no idea where it is.
Oh. Papa, why? Why'd you have to die?
It was an unfortunate accident. I'm sorry for your loss.
If it helps at all, I know how you feel, Sergeant. Ah! What I do now? You insignificant maggot. What would an unseasoned rookie like you know about how I feel? First I lost Mama, and now I've lost Papa. You lost your mother, too. She's been gone for some time now. I'm all alone now. All alone.
Sergeant Buff, would you tell us a little bit more about what happened to your mother?
Mama passed away about 6 months ago. We were still living in our apartment in the city. Back then, I had yet to engage my siege defense strategy. In other words, something caused him to withdraw from the world. It was arson. Oh. It happened so suddenly, and before we knew it, our apartment was a sea of flames. Mom and I were trapped inside. Help never came, so Mama cradled me in her arms, kicked out a window, and jumped. She did what? She was like a walking, talking medal of valor, my mama was. She delivered me safely to terra firma with a perfectly executed PLF. It's a 5-point landing technique used by paratroopers to land safely on the ground. She sounds like a superhero or something. From that height, she suffered massive injuries in order to protect me. She died so that I could live. Yep. I don't know what to say.
And the person who started the fire?
He was immediately apprehended. They say he was standing outside laughing while the building burned.
At least justice was served. I hope that brought you some solace.
I've lost both my parents now. You can't possibly know how I feel. Mama, Papa. Oh, kid. It's hard losing both your parents at such a young age. You must really feel alone now.
Apollo, I imagine you know what he's going through.
I do.
The road to recovery begins by talking to someone who suffered the same hardship. I know you have something that shows you understand.
Alright. It's my attorney's badge!
Sergeant, sir,
Would you please take a look at this? One do we have here? It's a photo of my father. I wasn't even a year old when he died. In a fire. What?
Like your mother, he died in an arsonist's blaze. But in his final moments, he managed to save his infant son.
Private Justice, you've suffered a loss just like mine. I have, and that's why I know how you feel. But you still have your mother, don't you? No, I lost her too. As far as he knows, that's the truth. What? She disappeared after the fire. I don't know if she's still alive or dead. I can't even know what she looks like. Wow.
Sergeant Buff, his experience is very much like your own. If anyone can understand your sadness in your heart, it's him.
Yeah. Understanding. Do we just get flashbanged? I salute you, Comrade Justice. You are no longer a private in the Buff Army. Henceforth, you will be a corporal. Corporal.
Congratulations on your promotion, Corporal Justice.
I'm just glad that seemed to cheer him up a bit. What? Burgers? Now, comrade, let's toast to your new stripes. And call me Sarge. Don't be shy. We're a band of brothers now.
Now's our chance, Corporal. Ask him about the Founder's Orb.
Dirk's getting way too much of a kick out of this. Eat your fucking hamburgers, Apollo. Sarge, sir, do you have any idea where the orb might be? It was here in Papa's study until last night, but he said he was going to go and hide it somewhere. He mentioned something about a shady character being after it. Where do you think he could have hidden it? Somewhere in the village, I'd guess. He said he'd found a suitable hiding place for it. Someone was here last night. It is until he went out to hide it somewhere in the village. The only question is where.
Maybe he left some clue here in his study. Let's search the place again.
We should also find out more about Dr. Buff. It might steer us toward the hiding place. Alright. What you got for me? So, Sarge, what was your father like? Papa was as kind as Mama was courageous. His whole reason for moving to the countryside was for me. What do you mean? I initiated my siege defense strategy after Mama died. Papa was so worried about me, he moved us here to the countryside. He thought the fresh air, blue skies, and natural surroundings might alter my tactics.
What a fine father.
He even quit his position at the university to move here. He did. He did. He gave up his beloved research position just for me. A parent must be prepared to sacrifice everything for his child. That's what Papa said.
Well, I'm feeling about 2 inches tall right now.
There's no one in the world I respected more than him. But that just makes his passing all the more devastating. Papa, maybe you continue your beloved research up there with the angels. Alright, let's look for clues about where it could be. It's probably in the computer somewhere in some capacity. We just need a password. This computer could provide some useful information. Maybe Sarge can give us the password? Drat, it's password protected. Dirk, you're good at getting into places you're not supposed to.
Don't look at me. I don't know the first thing about computers.
Leave it to me. A modern-day warrior must be well-versed in technology and have mean pride. After all, he who controls information controls the battlefield. Let's go, helicopter. Oh. And I'm in. Looks like modern-day warriors have mean keyboard skills, too.
Okay, let's see what we can find. Oh, what's this? An email message. Now, this is interesting.
Deciphered patterns, but have yet to crack the riddle. The opaque crystal orb is the key.
It's a research report to whoever asked the doctor to study the orb.
Here, I put the data on this. Take it and use it well, soldier. Email added to the court record. Sick. Well, at least we know now what it looks like. Are these the doctors? Yes, those are Papa's reading glasses. He said he'd been having trouble reading lately, but those glasses seem to help.
Reading glasses, eh? I'll just hold on to these.
Dick, don't tell me you're having trouble reading too.
Perish the thought. I just don't want to leave any stone unturned.
Come on. Also, if he had his reading glasses on the desk, he wouldn't be going up for a book because he's not fucking reading. He couldn't tell which book he was trying to get. Do I have to investigate the fucking pyramid too? Sorry, sir. Do you ever read these books? Oh, I guess it's the pile of books. Why, of course. Soldiers must have extensive knowledge as well as fighting prowess. I'm learning all I can each and every day in preparation for the big battle. The big battle. You know, for when I go back to school. I'll need to be up to date on every subject. Stuff like, you know, the latest comics and Hollywood gossip. Oh, I see. What about reading, writing, and arithmetic? Well, I'm rooting for you, Sarge. Thanks. I'll try my best. Alright. Two-tone raincoat. It's a raincoat. Hmm? It's a bit wet and there's fresh mud on it. That means someone wore it recently.
Indeed. Maybe even as recently as last night.
Sarge, did it rain here last night? Negative. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. How did this raincoat get all muddy and wet? When I saw it last evening, it looked pretty clean and dry to me. That means it got like this later at night.
Good eye, son. This may very well turn out to be a vital clue.
Raincoat added to the court record. Okay. We're kind of gathering evidence pretty fast. We already have almost 3 pages of filled up evidence. I always discount the attorney's badge because the attorney's badge is never evidence. You never get to present it. So that's a suitcase. It's for the survival gear and questionable souvenirs. But we already got his passport, so we can leave it be for now. They said it's a long case. I mean, of course. It's just I didn't expect to have this much already. This urn with Ami painted on it looks really old. I don't think it's going to provide any info we need. Oh, I was trying to fucking move, nigga. It's an oop-art, an out-of-place artifact. Papa wanted it in an online auction. An online auction. Yes, he said it's an alien weapon that destroyed an entire ancient civilization. Where do I even start with an explanation like that? What is that? That is an oop-art. Oop-art. Do we have... Okay, so we still gotta look for leads, I guess. Oh, what was that? Shoes? What is that? That's the Gold Ami statue? Yeah, we're in Karain Village. It's assumable that everything that should be here is here. These boots are a little damp.
Looks like there's something inside this one.
Maybe Dr. Buff wore them last night.
It might lead us to where he hid the orb. Let's take a closer look.
Oh boy. So there was something inside the shoe? Yeah, there sure is. Something's giving off a soft glow inside this boot. But it's too dark in there to see what it is. Oh, okay. Mud on the bottom. There's a question mark on the bottom of this boot. Oh, I get it. So we're going to be looking for a question mark imprint. Papa had these custom made for his archaeological fieldwork. He had the soul of an adventurer.
This boot has the soul of an adventurer, too.
Thank you, Dirk. Now I see where Apollo gets it from. Oh fuck, I was trying to click the examine button. Might get a better look inside if we undid these straps. Velcro noises. It looks like some kind of glowing moss.
It could have come from wherever the doctor went last night. Must have gotten in with some of that mud.
Might be worth looking into. It'll help us pinpoint where the doctor hid the orb. Glowing moss added to the court record. Okay, and let's go over what we learned so far. Wherever it was that Dr. Buff went, he needed a raincoat. And it was somewhere where this glowing moss grows. Any ideas where that might be, Sarge? Negative, comrade. I hate to say my intel's a little thin on this one. I've been occupied with my siege defense strategy ever since we moved to the village.
Well, son, it seems we have no other choice. We'll have to ask the locals if they know of a place like that.
Alright. Pearl, question mark? Dog. He wasted no time getting those posters up. Feels like somebody's watching me. It's really creeping me out. Oh, it's just politicians' campaign posters. When did he put these up? Whatever. I've got more important things to be paying attention to.
What great weather. It really lifts the spirits. I know. After our little treasure hunt, what do you say we go hunting, son?
Hunting? We used to do that a lot, didn't we?
Just look at that mountain. I bet there are some feisty wild boars up there.
I think I'll pass, but thanks.
So hunting's a no-go. Well, I guess that wild boar stew will have to wait then. Apollo, something seems different from the last time we were here.
Ah, you mean the posters?
No, not those.
The canvas? What's he talking about? I guess I should take a look around myself. Apollo said his dad died, so Dirk is his adoptive father. Correct. He's his foster father. What do we have here? It looks like an unfinished picture. Like something a little kid might paint.
You're right, but I can't quite tell what it's of.
Well, two-tone raincoat. I think it's supposed to be nighttime. But what's that thing on the left?
A monster or some kind of alien, perhaps. In any case, it's a pretty poor excuse for a drawing.
Well, what did you expect from a little kid? You don't know who drew it. A little kid? Pearl, no! Huh? Oh, it's you, Pearl. Why, Mr. Apollo, is that you? What a pleasant surprise. It's been quite some time. How have you been? Fine, thanks. You're looking good too, Pearl.
Aren't you going to introduce me, son?
Of course. This is Pearl Fay. She's a spirit medium here in Karain Village. Pearl, this is Dirk, my, client. Hello, sir. Pleased to meet you. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Pearl theme. Why do people happy?
Nice to meet you too, and what a polite little girl you are.
Actually, I'm a high schooler.
Oops, sorry about that. So, you're a spirit medium. Does that mean you can channel spirits then?
Yes, I'm still in training though. But I'm well versed in the art of spirit channeling.
Well now, isn't that something? I mean, back in my country, our little princess hasn't channeled a single spirit yet. Pretty impressive young lady.
Oh, but compared to Mystic Maya, there is so much more I must learn. Mystic Maya. Alright, Maya Fay. Mr. Wright's former courtroom assistant. He told me all about her. She's a spirit medium too, if memory serves. Does that mean that Maya's here in... She was traveling around in Karain Village too? Did you see her?
Yes, she's an amazing medium, and soon she'll be the next head of the Fake Clan, too.
Mediums and spirit channeling. I've heard all about it from Mr. Wright. He said that mediums will eventually physically become the person they're channeling. I wonder if little Pearl would turn into a hulking giant if she had to channel one.
Yes. I hope you don't mind me asking, but what brings you all the way out here, Mr. Apollo?
Oh, just a small matter to take care of.
Wait, would it happen to be the matter of Mr. Edgeworth?
All the warriors! Give me all the warriors! Where's he at? Everyone! Avengers assemble! Let's go! Prosecutor Edgeworth, what's he doing here?
Oh, so it's a different matter then. Because I just saw him a moment ago. He appeared to be searching for something.
Oh, Looks pretty much the same, yeah? Mr. Edgeworth is a friend of Mr. Wright's, and the district's chief prosecutor. Why would he be here in Karain? No point in obsessing over it. Spy Kids type beat. Call everyone. Yo, he chief now? Yeah, he was chief back in Dual Destinies, too. He got promoted. Come to think of it, you live here in Karain Village, don't you, Pearl?
Yes, I was born and raised here.
This is perfect, Paulo. Let's ask the young lady if she knows where the doctor might have gone last night. I was thinking the exact same thing. Maybe I should show her what we found in the doctor's study. Alright. We already searched... Oh, fuck. Mix my buttons up. Pearl, do you know anything... Oh, no, I thought I thought it was the boot that I had. I was gonna ask her about Tim's. Well, do you have any idea where this moss might grow?
That looks like Mitama moss. It grows on Mount Mitama and gives off a soft glow in the dark.
Mount Mitama.
See that mountain over there? That's Mount Mitama.
And how would one get there?
You can take a bus from that bus stop over there. May I ask why you were so interested in that moss?
Well, Dr. Buff was supposed to give us something, but it seems he hid it somewhere last night.
He did? Maybe that's why he,
Bruh, do you know something that might help us? It's time to proceed. You can't hide shit from me, Pearl. Can't hide shit from me, Pearl. Sounds like I'd better find out what she knows. Don't try to hide anything from me, Pearl. What a peaceful place. Nothing beats mountain air.
Many of the villagers have left for the city, but I just love it here. Blue skies, lush forests, star-filled skies at night, and fireflies in the summer. Plus, the big old beautiful blue ocean is just beyond that mountain.
The ocean? What do you say we go for a swim, son? I think I'll pass. Besides, I can't Apollo, no. Pearl, Karain Village is like the home of spirit mediums, right?
Yep, and I'm a part of a long line of mediums.
I've never seen a channeling before, but is it possible to channel the spirit of anyone who's passed away?
No, not just anyone. You must know their face and true name.
Really? You can channel a spirit just by knowing their face and name. That's an amazing ability.
It is, but it can only be learned from those with a gift occurring in certain bloodlines, and years of intense training. At present, Mystic Maya and I are the only ones in our village who can channel spirits.
Looks like spirit mediums are highly valued here, much like they are back in Karain.
I heard there used to be many more of us a long time ago, but now we are in very short supply.
Order 66 really fucked y'all up, huh?
I say the one thing that I really like about Pearl's, like, older design is the one, how Maya has the two, like side, almost side tails that have the little hair ornament orb in them, and Pearl only has one. I like that a lot. That's a nice touch. Most of the women nowadays don't want to stay. They want the thrill of the big city.
By the way, that tree on the right is now bigger. It's grew in the years since we've seen it. That's a nice touch. I've never really paid attention much to that tree, but that's pretty cool. The tree and the birds are I guess, the new things that I didn't notice. Because somebody pointed out the birds. Yeah, well, you guys aren't exactly close to shopping malls or nightclubs out here. But what about you? Are you not interested in things like that? Who, me? Well, I wouldn't mind a new outfit or two, and well, oh, never mind. It's okay, Pearl. You're at that age after all. Okay, whew. It's about to send Apollo to jail. Pearl, do you have any idea where Dr. Buff might have gone last night? Well, about that, all I know is Dr. Buff was somewhere on Mount Mitsuma. Oh, don't lie. My bracelet, it's reacting, which means Pearl is hiding something from me. Gotta do it to him. Alright. So we have face. I assume both of her hands, potentially. So I would say probably this hand is gonna shake or this hand's gonna shake. One of the two, but let's hold on. Dr. Buff. Not yet confirm, hit back. Didn't see anything. Oh, hey! Hey!
Gotcha.
I saw the exact tell right on her model. Don't you love when you can see the tells before going into perceive? Yeah, the only thing that I noticed was that she had a bead of sweat going down her forehead, but that's about it. Bruh, you seem anxious around the topic of Mount Mitsuma. I can tell because you rub your thumb over a splotch of dried paint as you said it. Oh, well... That nighttime painting is yours, isn't it? Got him. This is so embarrassing. As you saw, I'm not a very good artist. But that picture has nothing to do with Dr. Buff. I'm not so sure about that. In fact, I'm going to guess that while you were out here painting last night, you had actually saw the good doctor heading out to Mount Mitsuma from the bus stop. No, I didn't see anything like that, I swear. No, I'm positive you saw the doctor. After all, he's right there in your picture. What resembles Dr. Buff? That's fucked. Why not just ask what is Dr. Buff? You think that's the doctor? I may not be a very good artist, but at least I know how to draw a person. Okay, if this isn't a person, then what is it? That's a rain spirit. And what's a rain spirit doing at a bus stop? Oh, rain spirits have places to go too. You tried it, Pearl. This is getting ridiculous. Sorry, Pearl, but you're not a very good liar. It is Dr. Buff, and this piece of evidence proves it.
Take that.
This is the raincoat we found in the doctor's study. It's still wet and muddy, so we know that someone wore it last night. Now, see how this pattern is the same as the rain spirit in the picture. Ah! You didn't see a rain spirit last night. You saw Dr. Buff wearing this raincoat. Ah! I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to lie, but... You tried it. I'll give you props for trying it, but you should have known. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before, Mr. Apollo, but I did see the doctor last night. It's like, don't try to lie to Phoenix, don't try to lie to Apollo. And Trucy by extension. Don't try to lie to any of those three. They will find you. It's alright. Just please, tell me everything you know. Of course. I was painting out here last night. When the doctor came up to the bus stop, he was wearing a raincoat even though it wasn't raining and a helmet with a light on it. Sounds like he was well prepared for something. I know. That's why I asked him if he was going off exploring again. He looked startled, like he hadn't noticed me there. And then he suddenly said, "Please don't tell anyone you saw me here." Why would he want to silence you like that? What is this song? Hold on.
Something must have happened to spook him. He didn't want anyone to know where he was going to hide the orb.
What could he have been going? Where could he have been going dressed like that? My best guess is a cave somewhere on Mount Mitama. I heard there's a cave where the mediums of Korean tradition went to train long ago. Legend has it that there is some sort of mystical ruins in there. Mystical ruins? Tomb Raider niggas! Sounds like the exact sort of place an archaeologist might go. And now, what do you know about this fucking loser? Oh, we met this weirdo earlier named Politician. You know anything about him? Yes, he's been campaigning a lot around here lately. And the noise he's been making has become quite a problem. People are especially upset that he's campaigning at all hours of the night and day. Was he here last night? Did you see him?
Well, the local police should arrest him for disturbing the peace.
Unfortunately, there's little they can do because the Attition family is so powerful. Isn't he the proverbial pampered provincial prince? He seems pretty intent on winning here in Korean. Is there some special reason why? I'm not sure, but I have an idea. The spirit meetings of Korean once held considerable sway in the political world. Judging by his slogan, maybe that's what he was after. Right, so he's just another politician seeking powerful connections. Damn, Apollo about woke as fuck, boy.
The ability to commune with the dead gives comfort to those anxious about the future. Tiny Korean has preserved its independence by the Queen's power of spirit channeling. It must play a similar role in this village.
Yes, even today, many here revere those with spirit medium blood flowing in their veins. But basically, as politician's benefactor goes, so goes the whole village. Who is this benefactor? Who could hold this much sway over Korean village? Well, we should get going now. But thanks for all your help, bro. You're welcome, Mr. Apollo. Please take care.
What do you say we go find that cave, son? I sense that the orb might be finally within our grasp.
This treasure hunt is shaping up to be the real deal.
Really gets the blood pumping, doesn't it? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Unfortunately, we didn't get any Trucy Pearl interaction. Sad boys. May 16th, Mount Mitama cave entrance. I'm all out of breath.
Oh, come on, that was nothing. You're so much younger than me.
I don't normally get this much exercise. We got a tiny bit in the Dual Destinies DLC case, yeah, but I want more. I want the two fucking small caretaker or small, not caretakers, but small recipients of care from the Wright and Cola offices to interact more. They'd be great friends. And Pearl would get a kick out of magic shows. That'd be sick.
Need a break?
No, I'm fine. Dirk, look. There's Mitama moss growing in that cave over there.
This must be where the doctor was last night. Let's take a look inside.
May 16th, Mount Mitama cave. I can't see a thing.
Relax. Your eyes will adjust eventually. Now follow me.
I really think we need a flashlight, Dirk.
Should have brought one along then, son.
Here, use mine. Thanks. Wait, are you holding out on me?
Who are you talking to, Apollo?
You? Whoa, someone just pushed me.
Apollo! What the? Apollo!
Dog. Who pushed me into the fucking cave? Ow.
Are you alright, son?
Yeah. Looks like someone got the drop on us.
Quite literally.
I mean, we could have died from that fall.
I don't know. I don't think we'll be getting out of the way we came in. Looks like we're in a pretty deep cave. Nothing to do but press on, son.
How can you even see in here?
Come on, let's go.
Hey, wait. One false step and we're dead. What in the world should we do? Well, the only thing that we can do is move forward. I guess we keep going. There must have been some path for Dr. Buff to follow when he came here to hide the orb.
Right. By the way, looks like our attacker left us with this very useful parting gift.
Really gave them a flashlight and pushed them into a hole. I'm a lawyer to Spelunker. How do I always get myself into these situations? We're never going to make it out alive. I hope you know. What?
Don't tell me you're scared, son. We're just getting started. The greatest treasures are only ever found at the point of the blade or the edge of a cliff.
Yeah, sure. If I'd known I wound up at the bottom of some dark, damp cave, I would have never taken your request, Dirk.
Save your breath, Apollo. Just keep putting one foot ahead of the other.
Imagine pushing the top 3 strongest characters in the series into a hole. Yeah, don't let him make it out. Also, hair didn't get messed up the whole time. There really better be a way out of here.
We'll find one before you know it. You'll see.
So now do we switch over to Phoenix? A lot of dots. May 16th, Mount Mitsuma Cave. We've been walking for over an hour. I like how his hair gets slightly depressed too. It's like a maze in here. I couldn't get back to where we started if I wanted to.
Yeah, this cave goes deeper than I thought.
And don't tell me there really is no way out.
There's a will, there's a way.
You're the optimist, aren't you? Maybe we should cut our losses while we still can. I mean, no. We keep going. Forge ahead. Even if we were to turn back, we wouldn't make it all the way up that solid rock wall. So I guess we keep going. How did I get stuck wandering around in a dark cave again? It's definitely not in my job description.
Listen, son. Only the truly accomplished have the luxury of being so choosy. When I was just starting out, I did everything from street performing to yak milking.
And that helped you become an accomplished attorney, how?
It didn't. When you need to earn a living, you take on any job just to survive. Say, how is your career going, by the way?
Well, it's been a harrowing adventure so far, to say the least. My first trial really put me through the ringer. And my next case had me investigating a pair of stolen panties. Clavier. And just when I was hitting my stride, this one prosecutor branded me as Hair Forehead. Oh, and there's this other ridiculous prosecutor who wields a samurai sword.
Sounds like you've seen quite a bit.
You're telling me.
Listen, Apollo. I'm sorry I didn't contact you for so long.
It's fine, Dirk. What happened, happened.
Careful. The ground doesn't feel as solid here.
What? Yikes. The cave floor's collapsing.
Not again!
Even lower. We're wet. May 16th, triple question mark.
Hey, Apollo, can you hear me?
Dirk? Well, huh? Where are we? Well, what is this place? Is that where we fell from?
was shocked too. These ruins look really old.
It's not exactly something you'd expect to find in the middle of a cave system, that's for sure. Now, this wasn't a mystery visual novel game. Niggas would die. This is really just Apollo Justice 2. Yeah, this is where you would get the sword of this is where Simon thinks the sword of truth is. Maybe the doctor hid the orb around here. I mean, those look like footprints over there. Do they have the question mark inside of them?
Son, I think our little adventure is about to pay dividends. Time to find that orb.
Then move, nigga. The fuck? These have gotta be the doctor's footprints. They match the bottoms of the boots we saw in his study.
So he made it all the way down here. The water's washed most of them away, but his footprints are everywhere.
Really? These are the only set I see.
He must have been looking for something. Those prints are coming out of that lake.
Hey, you're right. That would mean Dr. Buff came walking out of the water. So is on the opposite side of there some fucking exit or entrance? What's a plastic bottle doing in here?
There's seaweed stuck to it, which means it probably came from the ocean. It's possible this cavern is connected to the sea somehow.
Alright. We have this little altar. It's a big stone altar. One false move and some god might come and smite us.
Come on, it's not all doom and gloom.
I dare you to look at our surroundings and say that again, Dirk.
You've got me there, son.
Dear gods, please smite me now. Alright. Next thing's next. This box looks pretty new. I'm guessing the doctor's the one who brought it down here.
It's no good. It's locked tight.
There's no way to open it.
Doesn't look like it. There isn't even a keyhole. Which means there must be some trick to opening it. We'll have to figure it out if we want to see what's inside.
Could just break it. We could always just break it. This lake looks really deep. I can't even see the bottom. Bottomless lake in the depths of a mountain cave system. My blood runs cold at the thought of falling in there.
The water, it's salty. This lake may very well lead to the ocean.
Didn't Pearl mention something about the ocean? Like how it's on the other side of the mountain? Can't imagine she meant it literally. What do you mean, but the orb? You can break a box open and not damage what's inside. So that's the hole we fell through. Doesn't look like we'll be going back through that way. Unlucky we survived the fall from way up there. Durability feats.
Indeed. If that hole hadn't been above the lake, it would be history. You passed out the moment you hit the water.
Yeah, well, water's not really my thing.
This cavern is solid rock all around. Looks like we either go back through that hole, or find some other way out.
I'm always between a rock and a hard place.
Let's sum up what we know so far.
Let me take a sippy first, Dirk.
The orb is almost definitely inside this box contraption that we can't open. As for this cave, there doesn't seem to be any way out.
We were this close to the orb.
Oh, come now, son. Don't be like that. It's only a bit of bad luck, that's all.
Bit? Murphy called. He wants his law back.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
How can he laugh at a time like this?
We're stuck here for now, so we might as well try to open this thing.
Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. Son, he is actually the dad? No, he's a fucking... He's Apollo's foster parent. Okay, let's... Alright, Tiger and Dragon, Butterfly, Fire or Holy Mother. No, that has to be the Fire, and this has to be Holy Mother, okay. Alright. Examine that bitch. This thing is covered with pictures. Hey, each section also rotates.
Look at this, son. See the picture of a dragon battling a tiger. And this green and purple one is of a Kuranese butterfly and a Mitama.
I wonder if their clues are figuring out how to open this box. Come on. So do I fucking... There's a big button here. Huh, nothing happened. Now is not the time for talking, now is the time to push buttons.
It appears this box uses a picture-based combination lock. We'll have to arrange the pictures on each side in the correct sequence.
Let's see. There's the dragon and the tiger fight. A Kuranese butterfly with a Mitama.
And a number of other pictures, too.
Like I was thinking. Maybe we should check the evidence we've collected so far. I think we have something that just might help us open it.
You read my mind, son.
I think this will help us open the puzzle. Oh, I was just looking at it. God damn it.
Take that!
Dr. Buff's research notes mention the Song of Ceremony. Yep.
You're onto something, son.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Each dial has 6 pictures. And there are 4 dials in all. The box should open once the pictures are arranged in the right order. Funky puzzle box. Here comes justice. Alright. Why can you rotate it halfway? Interesting. That like that. Wait, no. Is this supposed to be prayers? And this is supposed to be the fucking...
Won't open. Maybe the pictures aren't in the right order. The gate should open if the pictures are arranged properly, but...
I know I should carefully consider which part of the song corresponds to which picture. Also, I guess I could pinch in and out when I want to see the pictures a little better. Not that I need to or anything, thanks to the amazing lighting in this cave. Alright, so let's look at the song again. When dragon and tiger battle, the founder offers divine protection. Butterfly, Mitama, yes. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. Descending upon us in all her glory, the founder bestows her greatest power known. Is that not what... Unless it's supposed to be like this, because it's supposed to be half and half, because it's the people praying to the priestess, or not the priestess, but the Holy Mother. Ah, fuck off. Hey, it's the Founder's Orb. It opened. So, this is the Founder's Orb.
We did it, son. The orb is finally ours.
This stumped a lot of people. Well, I mean, it's the only thing that made sense to me, because it, like, that would be the only reason why you can rotate it halfway. Founder's Orb updated in the court record.
At last, the Founder's Orb is ours. It's all thanks to you, son. Well done. Then again, I'd expect nothing less from my boy.
Oh, it's no big deal.
Don't sell yourself short. You may think it's nothing, but your insights and reasoning led us here. And I'd say that's truly impressive.
I don't know about that.
All those battles you fought in the courtroom have shaped you into the man you are today. And I couldn't be prouder.
You cut it out already? Before I turn into a sun-ripened tomato.
With this orb, I can finally deliver a fatal blow to the Garan regime.
So, how exactly do you plan on using it? You're not going to try to become a spirit medium, are you?
Don't be ridiculous. I don't need supernatural powers like that.
So then, are you going to use it as your bargaining chip with Queen Garan? Like demanding she abolishes the Defense Culpability Act?
Well, the thought had crossed my mind, but the main thing is returning this to the Kingdom of Karain. After all, that's a sacred relic of Kernism. That is where it belongs.
Really? That's all you wanted to do?
Because my true objective has always been to find out who asked Dr. Buff to study it and why.
I'm not sure I follow.
The official story is that the orb was stolen from Temple treasure room.
Yeah, I heard about that on the news. They also said your group was behind the theft.
That's not good. We're probably on an international most wanted list now. Let me ask you something, Apollo. Who do you think really stole the orb?
I mean, I haven't really a clue.
Well, I think it was one of the royals.
Really? Someone from the royal family?
Yeah, and I've got a pretty good idea which one it was.
You know who it is. Care to share your hunch?
All I'll say at this point is this. Security is pretty tight. The royals have unfettered access to the treasure room. Plus, they seem to be turning a blind eye to the orb's loss.
Why would a member of the royal family do that?
That I haven't figured out yet. Whatever the reason, it can't be good. I mean, Kuranese royals stealing a national treasure of such religious significance, and then putting the crime on us, the Defiant Dragons?
Sounds like a conspiracy or something.
I agree, but if the truth will come to light, it would be a scandal of epic proportions. To allow a foreign national to study a treasure so sacred that it's off limits to the public, it would be seen as utter sacrilege to those who truly revere the Holy Mother.
So this were to go public, support for the Garan regime would weaken.
But that's not all. This is just a hunch, but I believe there's something even bigger here. Something that would explain why the orb was being studied in the first place. Something that would shake the Kingdom of Karain to its very core. And I'm going to find out what.
He's probably right. His intuition is usually spot on. Dirk, why are you so bent on revolution anyway? Is it to reform the legal system in Karain?
There's that. I'm also doing this for my children. I want to save Nayuta.
What do you mean?
This is for your ears only. It's the other reason why this revolution needs to succeed.
So he's doing it for me and Nayuta then? I never thought that our reunion would take place in a courtroom.
Oh, so you've run into each other already.
Yeah, but it was like he was a different person. He used to be such a kind, cheerful kid, always smiling and stuff. But now... He tried to convict Trucy for a crime she didn't even commit. Plus, he kept telling me I had a putrid mind, and to let it go and move on.
Has it really gotten that bad? It must be Garon's influence. He wasn't like that when he first stepped into the courtroom. Back then, host didn't want me. He still had a keen sense of justice. I vowed to bring the Garan regime down and reform the legal system. That's what he swore to do, but that was also 5 years ago. He'd been the shining star of the Defiant Dragons, and our greatest hope.
Wait, Nayuta was a dragon.
He was. But these days, he's more like Garon's lapdog.
Talk about a complete about-face. Why would he do that?
Something must have happened to him. Something that sparked a radical change. Still, I don't think still don't think he truly believes in the new path he's taken. It's not conviction that fills his heart. It's resignation and despair.
No, not that word. Anything but that word. Why'd you have to say that word? I see.
The only thing I know for sure is Nayuta is suffering. And he is suffering in silence.
Nayuta is suffering.
Yes, he knows the rightful state of Karain's legal system. Something forces him to bend to Garon's will, and it's tearing him apart.
But it's been 5 years. Do you really think he even still wants to reform the legal system?
As long as he carries what I've taught him in his heart, I do.
A dragon never yields. That's what you always told us.
But I did. It's a belief I've held since back when I was a lawyer. The dragon stands at the pinnacle of the natural world. Nothing and no one can bend its will.
That's why we lawyers must pursue the truth, like an unyielding dragon, right? We must fight for truth to the bitter end, no matter what it takes. Dirk and Mr. Wright, they have that much in common.
That's why I've held on to this badge, though there are no more lawyers in Karain.
Oh, so that's your badge on your fucking jacket, shirt, tunic, gherkin?
I believe that one day our legal system will return to its former glory. And this badge here is a testament of that belief.
I wonder if Nayuta still believes in what you taught us.
He does. That much I'm sure of.
A dragon never yields.
Talk to him.
I know that belief is etched deep in his heart. I'd bet my life on it. After all, he is my flesh and blood.
This unshakable faith and confidence is what draws people to him, whether they like it or not. Even people like me. You know, I remember back when we were kids. Nayuta used to say that with great pride. I have the blood of the dragon within me.
Yes, and that's why I want to free him. Free him from the poisonous clutches of the Garan regime.
So that's your other reason for starting a revolution.
Yes, I need to smack some sense into that boy of mine. I mean, what else are fathers for?
I wouldn't know.
Now that we have the orb, on to the next problem. Getting out of here.
Well, we're not going back the way we came, that's for sure. I don't know if Apollo, you might find out Dirk has some hops. What if he just jumps? And all we fell through is way too high to climb back up. And then you fell again. You have 2 falls.
Actually, I have an idea. That lake water tastes salty, which means it must connect to the ocean.
Wait a second. You're not suggesting we swim our way out of here?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Imagine if Dirk ran into the courtroom with a belt, just running after fucking Nayuta. But we have no idea how deep that lake goes. It's pitch black down there.
Not a problem.
How is that not a problem? I mean, how do you even know if there's really a passage to the ocean?
Well, one of us has to try, and I'm the better swimmer. Time's a wasted. I'll be back before you know it, son.
Dirk. He's gone. I sure hope he knows what he's doing. May 16th, Mount Mitsuma Kurini's ruins. It's been 20 minutes. I hope he's okay. Oh, what's going on?
Miles is somewhere losing it. That's what's going on.
Uh-oh. The water. It's rising. Fast. Uh-oh. Need air. I don't know how to swim. If I don't grab onto something that floats. This is bad. I'd better think of something quick. Grab the fucking wood, dumbass. Grab the water bottle. I've got it. As long as I hold on to this, I should be able to stay afloat. Yeah. We did take the orb, right? Plus the box is still at the base of the altar. It must have been designed to stay put, even at high tide. Wait, that's it. Dr. Buff must have gotten here from some oceanside entrance at low tide. That's why his footprints were leading out of the lake. So it really does connect to the ocean. Not that that helps. I drowned before I made it out. Alright. Water bottle. Hey, maybe I can use this like an oxygen tank. What am I thinking? I need to stay calm and be more rational about this. I mean, technically it could work. You breathe it in through your mouth, like if you could like put a hole in it that's watertight, breathe in through your mouth with like a straw, just take the water. Yeah, I don't understand how anybody ever drowns. Just drink the water, forehead. This is not good. The water's almost up to the top of the altar. Won't be long before it reaches the roof of the cave. Well, I mean, couldn't you just get out? It's no use. The hole's still too high up. I'll have to find another way, and quick, before I drown. You're on a piece of wood. Please, stop! Well, now you can get out. Drink faster. The water's just high enough for me to reach the hole. I'm saved. All I have to do is go back the way we came. The water might even lift me all the way back up over that wall of rock. Here goes. Huh? The hole is full of rubble. The tunnel collapsing above must have filled it after we fell through it. This can't be happening. So when do Orla and Orla appear? Does he just punch in the rocks? I can't give up now. I refuse to die here. Oh, here go again. The water. I can't. Breathe. Well, is this the end? Dirk, I wonder if he made it out. So this is what it feels like to drown. I would have eaten that sushi if I had known it would be my last meal. I feel like I've been through this before. Now I remember. Ah, flashback drowning. It was back when all three of us were living in that shack in the mountains. Now you and I were playing by the riverside when we got swept up in the rapids. Yeah, young Apollo drowned almost. I thought we were goners, but then... Yep, he helped. Apollo dies, you play as Dirk. Apollo doesn't die, that's Cop. Phoenix was from out at worst have another cold. No, Phoenix would pass out from the lack of oxygen underwater. The water would drain and he'd be fine. That's a nice picture. Nice song as well. That was a close one. Thought I'd lost you two. I'm sorry, Dirk. Alright, that's enough now. Didn't I teach you that boys don't cry? Thank you, Father. Hiccups. You could have been killed. But you risked your life to save us. Why? What a silly question. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Nayuta, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call me when you need me, understand? Hey, Dirk. This isn't forever, right? You'll bring me back from America someday, right? Of course. I'll come pick you up as soon as things are settled down here. Promise. Okay, you promise. Okay, because that's when Apollo got left in America, right? assumably before he met Clay. Derek, I waited and waited for the day you'd come and take me home. But you never came. That's why I tried to forget about you and my life back in Karain. How is Apollo Justice the most interesting character in this whole fucking series? Even this game has Phoenix's name on top of it. It's Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. But Apollo is still that nigga. Why? Why didn't you?
Apollo.
What's up?
Apollo, can you hear me?
Derek,
Still can't swim, eh?
you came back. But why?
I said I'd come for you, didn't I?
Yeah, but you can't hold me and swim. We're both going to.
Stop talking. You'll bite your tongue.
What? We're being pulled under. What's going on? Why is this happening? May 16th, triple question marks. Oh, no. Where?
Ah, you finally came to... Okay, no, he's here. Get your fill of seawater. Good thing your name's not Neptune, huh?
Dirk? You're telling me. Check it out, snot's coming out his nose. What a miraculous escape. Not even some of the escape artist greats could pull that off. What on earth happened?
Sorry it took me so long, son. I made it to the ocean, but I figured you still couldn't swim. So I found a local fisherman and had him take us out near the undersea cabin. He tied a rope to me and I came and grabbed him. Then he yanked me back.
Oh, so that's what pulled us under with such force. Don't forget about me. I assisted in your escape back too, Polly.
I've helped compatriots escape from all sorts of places. Mountain jails, island prisons. But an undersea cavern, now that was a first.
Grammary blood coming through. Yeah. Dog, Trucy is just sitting there. You know what? Maybe I can incorporate this into a trick. Apollo can hold his breath for a significant amount of time. Dirk, he risked his life for me. Dirk, I'm only alive because of you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I, just did what any father would do for his son.
You saved my life yet again. He's hungry.
I guess seawater doesn't make much of a meal.
It's 'cause Polly didn't have any sushi. Oh yeah, I haven't eaten anything since this morning. Oh, that's right. Hey, AJ. Dirk had me buy this for you.
Thought you might be hungry. Ready to have some this time around?
Yeah, thanks. Not even Apollo can hold his breath. Apollo can become unconscious in the water for an awful long time. Yeah, that's what it is. He can't swim, but boy, sure does his life force have enough will to survive drowning. That would make for a great trick. Oh wow, this is delicious.
Glad you approve. I better get some before you eat them all.
Just like old times. Derek used to slice up the fish he caught, and we all eat fresh sashimi together. We used to talk about the vitamins and minerals packed in the raw fish. Hey, by the way, let me see that orb, AJ. There you go. Whoa, so that's what it looks like. You found the legendary treasure. Nice work, Polly. What Apollo lacks in durability, he makes up for in life force? What do you mean he lacks in durability? He took 2 death-inducing falls without any sort of damage. Right after being shot by multiple small-caliber bullets in the doctor's study. He took at least, like, 40 22 long rifles. Apollo is durability. Apollo and Phoenix Wright are durability. Athena is the only one that doesn't have durability. Compared to Phoenix? Yeah, of course compared to Phoenix. Phoenix's highest durability feat is car. Apollo's highest durability feat is bomb that blew up a courtroom. So yeah, no, I'm not saying that fucking Phoenix is not durable. I'm just saying Apollo is more durable. Car versus bomb. You found the legendary treasure. Nice work, Polly. Thanks. As you could say, mission accomplished.
With the orb, our revolution can take a big step forward. Let's celebrate the eve of our revolution. We'll get all dressed up and feast till dawn.
Yeah, now you're talking. Time to party. After all that, I just want to go to bed. Phoenix survived 9-year-old Pearl. We don't know about 17-year-old Pearl yet. Yeah, nah. Pearl right now is the strongest being in the verse. Pearl, it's 2 hours away by train. Where'd you buy a train ticket? Fuck that is. I ran here. Sure wish Nayuta was here. Maybe one day we'll enjoy times like these together again. The revolution. If it can bring back those happy days, you can sign me up for. Sorry to interrupt your little party, but I'm here for my crystal. Move, politician. Right, left, right, halt. Ah, it's him again. Well done. Then again, I always knew you could do it. After all, we politicians must be excellent judges of character. Still, I'm impressed you both made it out of there alive. Wait a second. You're the one who shoved us in that pit? It sounds so bad when you say it like that. All I did was give you a little nudge in the right direction. You're not getting the fucking orb.
So, it was you. You no good son of a...
Hey. Don't look at me like that. The crystal of Amife is mine. Now hand it over.
Over my dead body.
Detective, help. What do you think Emma's gonna do here? Yeah, I know. Emma, what's going on here? He filed a police report. He claims you're trying to steal his family heirloom. What's the name of the crystal? Arrest him this instant? Good luck. Good luck trying. He's the thief that made off with the Attition family's most precious heirloom. Well, I suppose I should ask you to come in for questioning.
Down at the police station. I think I'll pass. After all, Mr. Attition seems bent on having me arrested on theft charges.
This is not good. If Dirk gets arrested, he'll be sent back to Karain to face execution. Sorry, but now that I know you have the crystal, or orb as you call it, I must insist. Will you please come with me, sir? Hold it! Emma, I'm afraid I can't let you take Dirk in. You received the orb from Dr. Buff in a perfectly legal transaction. Is that so? Can you prove it? Of course. This should sufficiently prove that the orb now belongs to Dirk. Yep. Take that! Take a look at this agreement. What do we have here? Let's see. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. It appears to be a perfectly legal agreement. Not so fast. That's not the Founder's Orb. It's the Crystal of Omni-Fate, which means their agreement is null and void. This is going nowhere fast. I can say that again. Then it will just have to go to trial. Right, Apollo? Hey, boss. Mr. Wright. Daddy. What's with you two? You look like you just saw a ghost. Oh, yeah. Emma mentioned she hadn't seen him around. Or she had seen him around. What are you doing in Karain Village, Mr. Wright? Mr. Attition has retained me as his lawyer. Wait, you're his lawyer. I get to face Phoenix in court? I'm gonna fry you, nigga. Mr. Wright, why are you serving as Mr. Titian's lawyer? Because he hired me. He needed my help in getting a family heirloom back from Dr. Buff. And it seems he correctly foresaw something like this might happen. It's because those shifty insurgents were harassing poor Dr. Buff. So I knew I might need a lawyer if things went south. I figured with a celebrated lawyer like Phoenix Wright, I couldn't go wrong. Is this what you came back from Karain for, Mr. Wright? It was just good timing. My work over there just happened to wrap up, so here I am. Plus, Mr. Titian is a very important client. They know each other, but I've never heard of Mr. Wright mention his name before. Alright, what do you know about the crystal? Mr. Wright, are you sure that this is Mr. Titian's family heirloom? That's my client's assertion. He says it's the crystal of Ami Faye. Apparently, it's the crystal she once used when channeling spirits. It was Ami Faye. She brought Courtney's channeling to Japan, and her descendants brought it here. Her true origins are still rather murky, but what's clear is she's the founder of the Karain channeling technique. Oh, so she's like the one they call the founder of Karain, the Holy Mother. Follow? I don't plan to betray my client's confidence. I may not know all the facts yet, but I do know we won't be handing the crystal over to you. What? Are you saying? I'm really sorry it's come to this, but... Mr. Wright, I don't understand. Let me spell it out then. If you continue to claim that the crystal belongs to your client, then I will be seeing you in court. Dog. Nah. What's gonna be insane is if it's Phoenix on defense, Apollo Miles on prosecution. Nah, cause you don't get out of that one, Phoenix. I'm sorry. You just lose that. You lose that fight. Frames. Stop dropping. Good. What? It's not a murder? Yeah, but it's for, well, not prosecution, but you're taking two sides. You're trying to prove who the ownership of the... It's a civil case, right? Yeah. So there has to be... It's technically two defenses? Plaintiff and defendant? Yeah, well, I mean... We're definitely gonna fucking cook Phoenix Wright. It's gotten into you, Daddy. Nothing. This is strictly business. Two lawyers from the same firm facing off. What are the odds? Lucky for me, I believe I have the right man for the job. Whatever are you going to do, remember, he is your boss. How did it come to this? Mr. Wright, please, don't do this. Apollo, there's no point in arguing about it here. When it's now clear, we're headed to the court. That's where we'll find out who the crystal really belongs to. I don't believe it. I think my Twitch might be fucking up a lot. Nah, I'm currently dropping a lot of fucking frames right now. I don't know why. If it goes to be continued, I'm gonna end stream, and then we'll restart it. I'm just gonna try to fix my connection. Daddy, Apollo, no, we can't have our agency's talent competing against each other. It's too late, Trucy. The die has been cast. We each have to fight for our client's best interest. But... So, what's it going to be, Apollo? Are we going to have to take this to trial? I have to battle Mr. Wright in court. The legendary Phoenix Wright. You can cook that nigga, Apollo! No matter how many trials of his I've watched. No matter how dire the situation, he's always pulled out a win in the end. Can I do it? Can I really take on the man whose footsteps I've been following? The answer is yes. I owe it to Dirk at least, to try. What should I do? Fuck this nigga up. There's no turning back now. If it's a trial you want, Mr. Wright, I'm more than happy to oblige. I'm ready to fight for my client, even if it means facing off against you. Yeah. Music. Alright. I won't be pulling any punches either. The kid gloves are officially off. May the best attorney win. You got it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. First Daddy, now you? Polly, you're not seriously... Sorry, Trucy. But I have to do this. I better get overtaken in this fucking court. Apollo. Alright then, I better go prepare for tomorrow. See you in court. Daddy, no, wait.
Fine mess I've gotten you into, son. I mean, of all the lawyers we could have faced, it had to be him. He's practically a celebrity in Karain now. They're calling him the Fighting Phoenix.
I'll be fine. After all, I've come a long way too. Who knows? I could even end up winning. There's always a chance, right?
You know, this may be a blessing in disguise. If the trial proves what we found is indeed the Founder's Zone, then whoever asked Dr. Buff to study it may be revealed too.
Frames, no. Frames have been dropping consistently. I'm about to... I really hope this goes to a to-be-continued screen so I can try to fix it real quick.
The first step of your
revolution, huh?
Yes, the revolution to restore Karain to its former glory and save Nayuta's soul.
Dirk, I swear to fight as hard as I can in court to make that a reality. I'm going to win this one. You'll see.
I know you can do it, son.
Doesn't matter that I'll be going up against Mr. Wright. I have to win this for Dirk. And for Nayuta. His salvation, along with all of Karain, depends on it. To be continued? Yeah, okay. So, we're gonna go down for a small second. I'm going to try to refresh the fucking... my connection to see if I can't salvage this somehow. So give us 1 second here, folks.